it opera or, you know,
What do you want to
just
work
what
on?
would be the main focus? Oh, okay, good. Good question. I have a lot of throat tension while singing high pitches. I
Don't
would
worry
like to
about
focus on
that.
that
I'm not
aspect.
talking about what you want to work on necessarily technically, because
Mm-hmm.
that's easy for me. What I don't know, what I can't know is what do you want to do artistically? When you say what genre of music and I say what do you want to work on, I'm more saying like what are your aspirations in terms of singing?
Okay. Recently, I've been getting into opera, but I haven't gotten into it enough. I sang a bit of lead and arias recently
Okay.
since I got interested. Yeah, I learned two pieces so far. One being Ich liebe dich by
I love
Beethoven,
ich liebe dich.
the other being,
Yeah.
yeah,
And wunderschönen
it's a
Monat
good
Mai
piece.
is, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dich Liebe is really
Uh,
amazing.
I might be butchering while I'm saying this. The other is called O Cesare di Piegarmi, I think.
I don't know that one. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, Ich liebe dich. Just you're talking about that's from Schubert's or that's really no, never mind. Schumann's Dich Liebe, right? Oh my god, I can't believe I forget Dich Liebe. I literally
I,
did it for my recital.
I think so.
Yeah.
It has been a while since I sang it.
Okay.
It was for the. It was for that one opera entrance exam I had to attend.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Which one are you more
I
comfortable
think we
with,
can
the
start.
Ich liebe dich or the aria?
Uh, I think the aria is a
Then
bit
let's do
better.
the aria, if that's what you're more familiar with.
Alright. Cessate di piegarmi o lasciatemi morir.
Okay. I'm gonna do the thing where I
Okay,
pause because I've gotten enough to work with here. Okay. So
no problem.
here's what I'm gonna have you do. I'm gonna have you sing on an NG. And I'm also gonna have you. Let me think. I'm gonna have you do an NG, and while you're doing an NG, you're gonna look possibly a fool. But let me tell you right now, there is no singing exercise that is effective that like looks cool. Okay. So this is also a reason we're not doing cameras whenever somebody comes in for a voice lesson. I'm going to take my headphones off. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay. And I'm
Okay.
going to talk aloud, and I apologize. I want people to hear you. Um, so I'm going to have you do like arm swings like this. Okay. And your hips are going to move a little bit. That's okay. And then I don't want you to like there is no plan. Just swing the arms and let your torso move alongside with you. And you're also going to do an NG. I'm going to explain why real quick, okay? So that you can focus on the things. Okay?
Alright, I will start doing it right now then.
Okay. Yeah, as you're doing that, I'm going to explain why. Okay. Your tongue, you're swallowing your sound. Okay? It can sound, I don't know why, because I'm not going to presume your psychology, but when we swallow our sound to ourselves, because of the way bone conduction works, we can sound more like operatic to ourselves. But this is actually not how we get the low resonance that is idiomatic of opera. So you're swallowing your sound a little bit. So your tongue is going back. Now the problem is an NG, like singing, the heel of your tongue is going to go to the roof of your mouth. So you can, your tongue will go up. And then two, it's going to have a contact point with the roof of your mouth, your soft palate. So you're going to have feedback as to how your tongue is moving. Now, why your tongue might be going back could be you're thinking it's the sound you want. You want to sound operatic. That could be one explanation. The other explanation is you have tension. And of course, there's any combination. By having you do this, I'm having you rotate your shoulder girdle. So all of the muscles around here are moving. So if your tongue is getting affected, what is likely happening, and the reason why I said that your hips should also move, is that your shoulder and your hips do a lot of like load bearing. And as a result, if these muscles are tight, or these muscles are tight, I actually do think it's more of your traps, it's going to mess with your neck. And that can pull down also your soft palate and or your tongue. I don't hear necessarily an issue with breath. I don't think you're using too much air, especially because we haven't heard any high notes. So that's good news because that is, I think, oftentimes the harder problem to solve. So the reason why I'm not having him do what I did with Carl, which is because Carl's tongue tension was unintentional. I suspect there is a part of you that is doing this thinking that you're getting a sound that you want, okay? That may or may not be true. We'll find out. Okay, so you're kind of getting a feel for the tongue on the roof of your mouth and like your shoulder and all that.
Yeah, I was currently doing it so far.
Okay, here's what I want you to do.
Doing quiet.
I want you to start in your head. Did you watch the lesson with Carl by chance?
Yeah, I was on the stream.
Okay, that's right. That's how we did all this. Do you remember I'd use the term audiate, where you're singing in your head and you let your body do what it's going to do, but you don't actually phonate?
I don't think I'm familiar.
Okay. So, like if I sing Music Box of Fate in my head, I'm singing it and I audiate it and I physically do what I would do. You see my screen? I'm actually going, I'm like physically doing it. I'm not making sound. That allows me to kind of check in. I'm like, oh, it's easier to make the observations, right? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to sing the aria in your head and go through the motions. Stop doing the arm swings. Just get the tongue to your roof of your mouth, okay? Don't try to do anything differently or anything in particular. Just audiate, take your time, notice what is happening to your tongue. Don't offer any judgment. Just make observations, okay?
Okay, I should still keep it on the roof of my mouth, right?
Yeah. Because it's a tactile sensation. It'll allow you to kind of more easily figure out what's happening to your tongue as you do that.
Okay. Should I have a go?
No, tell me what's happening with your tongue.
Okay. Normally, yeah, I am pulling it back because of that sound I was making before, without putting it on the roof of my mouth. So yeah, I think in my head the operatic sound was coming from there. That may not be true, right? But
So the body of the sound comes from the sympathetic resonance that occurs from a lot of work on vowels and also like a lot of training on resonance, the ability to lower the larynx, the pharynx. Like it's a whole. It takes a very long time to get that sound. So it's this is a by the way totally common misconception, right? You are definitely not the first person to come to this conclusion at all. I used to do it too. Okay, like I said, the reason I can help people so well is I've made every fucking mistake. Curse jar, mother trucker. So now that you kind of get what's happening, audiate again, but like actually no, I'm not gonna have you do that. Now we're gonna do the raspberry. Sing on the raspberry. Actually, before you even do that, just do that with your breath, no pitch.
okay.
Do everything you can to make it as gentle as possible.
Okay.
Start doing the arm swings again. I think it'll help you because your tongue is I think getting tight, not just from the habit, but also you have tension around your tongue.
Should I do it while I'm doing the arm swings as well?
Yep. Yeah, both at the same time. It's going to, as you swing your arms, it's going to affect how much you do it consistently. So that's normal. Change from arm swings. Do you know this stretch? Have you ever done this one?
Yeah.
Okay, take a few moments to do this and breathe into your lats here, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna do it too because it feels really.
It does feel good.
Yeah. Oh man.
I think I need to stretch more.
We all do. We could all afford. Yeah. Especially like a lot of dudes. We want to get swole at the gym and we tend to forget.
Absolutely.
As you're doing this, as you're breathing, try to notice like the back of your neck and what happens when you breathe into your shoulder, into your traps here. Tell me what's happening with your neck when you do that.
I think I feel a bit of tension.
Okay, but do you feel movement?
Yeah, on that kind of lower part. There.
Okay.
So like, think of the Adam's apple below that.
Okay. Keep doing this breathing. Get familiar with just this, okay? Like we're going to take like 2 minutes. Literally just breathe in and just don't even think. Just passively observe what happens. What we're doing by doing this is we're building like a kinesthetic vocabulary in a way so that you're going to be better able to check in when you do sing as to what is happening as a consequence of your singing. So it's very important that we take this time to kind of develop the familiarity with our own body, because the body is the instrument. So if we're going to work on singing, we have to work with the instrument, which is our body, right? So take your time with this. Okay, now add a little bit of that. Again, unpitched.
Okay.
It's a little easier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the tension is a bit easier on that.
Yeah, so obviously the tongue is still like stiffening up a little bit, but it's better. Okay, so that's one tool you're going to take with you. We're going to do something else now. We're going to work just on vowels. Okay, I want you to sing on an E vowel in a comfortable note for you, and just E. Okay?
Like, E. Take this one. Okay. Should I sing the thing I sang in
Nope.
E?
Straight tone.
Just
E. Just hold it out.
okay.
Do you kind of feel as resonance creeps in and out of your voice? It's okay if you don't.
A little bit.
So,
Just a little bit.
a little bit, right? It is a little bit. Okay. Go back to the breathing and start doing that exact same sound on an NG. And I want you to it's not about singing the note out. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get you that resonance because that's what you want, right? So do the breathing thing as we were doing here. And on the exhale, just let out a sound on an NG.
Like so, right?
Yep. So let those observations happen on the inhale, and then the exhale, just let out a sound. You hear the sound in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's opera. That's the resonance. And it takes a long time. Pretty soon you'll be able to do that with a lot of different frequencies, and you'll hear it in the room, and that's what gives you the richness that you're looking for.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You can even hear it in your speaking voice a little bit now. So
Yeah.
now do it again on a couple times on the NG when you feel like it's working. Not after a specific count. When you feel like it's working, start doing it on an E and not on an NG.
Okay. I'm just supposed to feel the vibration, right?
The vibration will happen. Here's the problem with seeking out a particular vibration is as you change pitch, how you experience the resonance will change. What you need to do is you need to trust that as you sing more and more comfortably, that resonance is there. Luckily, you're in a resonant room. I thought it would be to our disadvantage today, but because we're in a resonant room, you'll be able to hear it after the fact. Okay? But don't think about your sound. Think about your comfort and how good it feels. It's like when Carl let rip that beautiful high note, Carl was like, oh my God, it felt amazing. Yeah, singing should feel good.
Most I feel is tension.
Hey, every day, same for me. I've been doing it for 20 years. Granted, I have more tension than most, but I have to work on it, right? This is the work.
Okay, I'll get to it.
Starting to sound like a cello. Sounds nice. And whenever you're ready, let it be an E instead of an NG.
Okay.
It's much better. Okay, now we're gonna go E A O U. Yeah, right. As you go through those vowels, do so it's not about having a particular rhythm. It's about maintaining resonance throughout every vowel and every permutation. So instead of going E A O U, So that I years and years and years and years and years of that on every scale you could possibly imagine, on arpeggios, etc. is what I'd had to do for that.
Okay.
So we're doing it on one note, luckily.
I'll give it a try.
I'm actually kind of impressed. You're finding it pretty quickly. Here's what I want you to notice, and this is what I want people in chat to notice too. Do you see how his intonation, as he loses resonance, the pitch changes ever so slightly? You're not beyond like 1 cent flat at most when it does change, and then you correct it, which is quite promising that you're correcting it on the fly. So good job there. But the reason I want to point this out is that people often he knows what pitch he's on. He's sustaining the pitch. Right? The reason the intonation gets messed up here and there is the resonance. It is the technique. It is a combination of tension, and vowels are what allow you to use more or less air and sing with a lot of. There's a symbiotic relationship. I don't know. I wish I knew more about the science behind it. I don't. But a good vowel is like will set you free. My vowels are the one thing possibly I would say that I did decently, so I don't know as much about it, and I certainly never learned the science behind it. I do plan on working with that when I'm with Diane a bit, because I want to give a better explanation than this. But this is the reason why, like, it would be a mistake to start to try and fix your intonation. If you are flat, there is usually a technical reason. First of all, if you even recognize you're flat, then you don't have really a pitch issue. It's not an ear thing, it's a technique thing, okay? So the worst thing you can do is try to fix your intonation by adding tension and starting to manipulate the sound, right? It might work a little bit in your lows, maybe even your mids, but you'll never really go to your super high notes if you're fixing your intonation by adding tension, okay? So just a teaching moment here. It's not something I'm worried about for you, but I want to point that out because this is a big problem that I see a lot of people run into.
That's actually pretty good to know, since people did mention I did have ear problems in high school for choir, so I thought I had that, but if it's only a technique thing, I think it could be easier to work on. I'm actually kind of glad.
Yeah, this is one of those, it's not complicated, it's just hard, right? People try to make you do all kinds of complicated stuff to correct intonation because they're missing the point. The fundamental issue is technique, and that's what we're working on. So now that you've done that, here's the problem. You've learned an aria, and you've practiced it a certain way. And I imagine you've practiced it a certain way quite often. So how do we get you to do what you're doing here in the song that you're singing? And the answer is pick a phrase, remove consonants, okay? So if I'm doing like Im wunderschönen Monat Mai, which sounds like Im wunderschönen Monat Mai. I take that phrase and I think the consonants and I think the song and I just sing the vowels. Right? I should actually do that with Music Box of Fate. Anyway, this is a great exercise. This way, pick a phrase. So story time, because you need a little bit of a break for myelin. I'm going to make you forget that you just have this wonderful resonance so that you can rediscover it and actually build myelin, which is the point of practice. Right? To interrupt forgetting is how we get better. It's how we learn. So let's let you forget by letting me lecture you with a boring story. When I played Javert, it was just like my first kind of more professional gig. I would walk around I pissed off my roommates like crazy. They never wanted to hear Les Miserables ever again because every day I wanted maximum resonance for Javert's entrance. Tell me quickly what's the story, who saw what and why and where. Let him give a full description, let him answer to Javert. And it's still bad habits, I can do it better now if I actually practiced it. But I did this. I wanted as much of a sound as humanly possible. It was his entrance, right? And I think in Act 2 or something. He's supposed to be intimidating at that point. So I walked around the house singing that one line over and over and over and over again on just vowels. My roommates wanted to kill me, but they too were musicians, so they kind of understood. But after I was done with the show, they said, don't ever fucking sing, Kirster, that song ever again. I never want to hear it. So yeah, pick a phrase, give me just the vowels. Keep it one of the easier parts of the phrase, okay?
Well, then I think an O just work.
What's that?
No.
No. Sing the actual vowels of the piece, right? So what is? Tell me the words. What are the words of one of the phrases?
The start is O ci sta di piegarmi.
Okay. Give me just the vowels of that.
O ci sta di piegarmi. I think.
All right. Don't do the consonants. You can think the consonants if that helps you, but don't actually move your articulators. Okay.
So,
NG. Bring your tongue to an NG because now it's interesting. You're nasalizing, whereas you weren't before. So go to an NG and do the vowels. Okay, now I'm going to give you a trick here. Do the vowels again. As you pinch and unpinch your nose as you do it, if the sound changes, so doesn't change for me, changes for me. So if it changes for you, it means your soft palate's down, which is a symptom of you putting your tongue down and back. You are dragging your soft palate down. So now your tongue is not down and back. And now you have this other symptom of the result of that, which is now your soft palate's down, so it's nasal. But you can solve that. But take use that feedback of pinching your nose as you're going through those vowels. Tikiro. Do you feel it? Do you hear that change for yourself?
I think so. It feels a bit nasally in a way.
Do it on one vowel. Sustain one vowel and pinch and unpinch your nose. Let's get you, if you think so, let's get you to know so. Just give me the first note. Oh, whatever that vowel is. Oh. Now you guys can hear it, chat, right? You can hear when he pinches his nose how the sound changes, correct? So this is on a continuum, right? The soft palate is not up or down. There's a whole range of motion, but ideally you want it when you're singing opera as lifted as possible. So let's go back to E and let's find, so right now you're combating what in Alexander technique we would call the attractor state, which is the thing, your habit, what you do. So let's remove yourself from the song again so you can find what to do again. And then as you find that, then we go back to the song and it'll be a little bit better. And then we go back to the exercise, and then we go back to the song, and we go back to the exercise and the song, and the exercise, et cetera, right? Do this, again, the stretch. Okay. And you can even have a little bit of opportunity to pinch your nose. On your inhale, I'm going to add a little something extra because now there's nasality sneaking in the exercise. We got to fix that. The exercise has to be like sacrosanct. Everything has to be really good on the exercise. And there's a little bit of nasality sneaking in now in the exercise. So here's what I'm going to have you do. On the inhale, start with an NG. And then as you inhale, you're going to get this like K sound. And that's going to pop your soft palate up.
Okay. Could you show me one more time?
Mm-hmm. So if I just have an NG like singing, just by inhaling, I'm going to make that sound. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing anything with my tongue. I'm literally inhaling.
Okay.
Like say K. So just say K sound. Okay. Now do it with an inhale. Okay, but don't hyperventilate. Yeah, careful on that one. You can get lightheaded if you do that. Okay, so just on the inhale, whatever. Okay, and as you do that, try to pay attention to your soft palate, the thing that is lifting as you do that. Right, make sure you're doing it on that stretch. And take your time to try and find that same like lovely resonance you had when everyone was saying that you sounded like a cello. I don't know what this cannibalism conversation is going on in chat, but it is hilarious to check in every now and then because I'm thinking you guys are like talking about the lesson. So like I don't know what's going on, and I think it's funnier that way. So yeah. All right. So you feel the resonance again, right? Jessica, can you hear me?
Sorry, that you cut out for a second. Could you repeat that?
Yeah, I was saying you're feeling the resonance a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The previous resonance I do feel a little bit.
Yeah. Try to start it now in an O vowel because that's so like E helps a lot, but try to do it on an O vowel now. Maybe even, you know what? Do it on an ah, because O, you can be tempted to dome your soft palate. Ah, like an obnoxious ow. And then from the go to an O. That'll help.
Okay.
I hear you correcting the soft palate as you're doing it, so that's good. So keep going. You're figuring it out. You hear that in the room? Yeah.
Sounds more vibrant.
Yeah, it is. So that's the work. Okay. So as you do the first phrase of whatever that aria is, you have a lot of bad habits, and listen, this happens, right? Like practice doesn't make perfect. It makes habits. So you have to undo that bad habits. And by the way, this is normal. Like in Music Box of Fate, I'm going to do vowels only because I notice my E vowels are tight. Now I've practiced it to have tight E vowels. That's a bit of a problem because if I go, and it's too late to pretend, oh no, it is on a high note and now I have jaw tension, I'm fucked. Curse jar. This is going to be the death of me. I think we're up to the point where I'm going to do a bomb hit soon. But yeah, that the goal is going to be for you to do this exercise and just play with the sound and have fun with it because it is kind of fun when it rings, doesn't it? It is for me. It's addicting for me. But yeah, that volume, that resonance is like healing, I think. But I'm a giant nerd, so so give me another bit of that O. And what was the second vowel? What's the second vowel? Can you hear me okay?
On the aria?
Yeah, what's the second vowel in the aria?
The connection cut out for a second.
Sorry, my bad.
I think that would be a ch sound. Yeah,
okay,
no problem. It's the connection on my end. The second one will be a ch sound, I think.
But that's a consonant, right? I'm talking about vowel. So yeah. O, and then what's after the ch? Is it eh?
It's more like a sa.
Here, send me the lyrics, if you will. Send me a link to the lyrics.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right away.
So oe, oe, oe. So oe. So start on E or a, probably a. So E is great when your tongue is going back. E is going to fix that. If your soft palate's drooping, ah, and not just like ah or ah, like ah, like hello my honey, hello my baby, like ah, bright, ow, right? So give me that ow. So ow. Okay,
Okay.
I'll write this down.
The lyrics?
We're just doing the vowels of o chesed, o chesed, chesette. My Italian's rusty. O chesette. No, it's single T, not two T's. Yeah. So just the o or say a o e, because those are the we're doing the a so that your o is better, and then we're doing the e because it's the next vowel in the song. I know this is tedious. I understand, but this is the work. You want the resonance. I mean, I did this for decades, plural, right? This is how you get the sound. And that's how you sounded like a cello, my dude. You sounded really good. So we're going to get this all throughout all of your singing and all your registers. That's a different problem. That will also take time, right? But this is the work. So go ahead and do aue, okay?
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're
I
good.
think my connection is a little bit shoddy.
That's all right.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
Okay.
Aue, okay?
Alright, so you just want me to say. Alright. Okay. That way, right.
Just the first three vowels. Just the first three vowels, not even on a pitch, because you're going back to the nasal, okay? I don't want you thinking the song, I want you thinking the vowels. Because you have a relationship to the song with some bad technical habits, so we need to fix those habits. So mentally, just think of the vowels. How you doing, by the way? Am I roasting your brain? This takes quite a bit of focus.
No, you're not.
Okay.
No, this is fine. I'm just trying to work it through.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot to throw at you at once. And it's a lot to pay attention to. So if you're mentally a little tired, what would be advantageous is that we just stop here, you practice, and we book another, okay? There is no rush here because it cannot be done quickly to do the good work, right? And you've done good work. You've made some really nice sounds. You can listen back later and it'll be good. I'm good to keep going if you are, but if you're having a hard time paying attention and or the internet is a hard time, that's a good sign that you need a break because you can't pay attention if you're mentally tired, right?
I'm fine so far.
Okay. All right. Then let's go with the ow, pinching your nose, stretching, right? Ow, right? There it is. Did you feel when it locked in a little bit? Did you feel that difference? Jassix, can you hear me? Jassix, can you hear me? Jassix, can you hear me?
Hey, sorry. It's the connection again. The bar keeps. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Did you feel like did you feel that one moment where it locked in, that resonance? There was like a blip,
Yeah.
right? That's when your palate lifted, okay? So try to get addicted to that.
So I should aim for that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Try it again. Go for it again. Here's what I want you to do, okay? I want you to play with this. I don't I don't want you. I mean, have by all means have fun singing, but don't work on this aria. Work on the vowels in this way. Do the exercise that I gave you with this and the nose and the K, the k, and all that, and the pinching and all that. All those tools that I gave you. Okay.
Okay.
And book something in a week or two. We'll touch base on Discord.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna let you go, so you can play with that. But you made some really nice sounds. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Take care. Bye bye. Give me 1 second, y'all. Someone used the booking portal, and I thought I took it down, and I did not. So this is my mistake. So I have to fix this real quick because I made a mistake here. This is my bad. He has a really nice tone. So this, by the way, if I were to do this with Sea Dog, this would be the kind of what I just did with Jessica. That would be the kind of work that I would do with Sea Dog to help him with resonance while singing. Obviously, that's if he is ever interested or ever even hears I exist. But you can hear how like when people free up like that, like you get some really sick sounds, right? Like the tone quality. Jasix has a lovely voice. You can hear it. So yeah, it's really dope.